Hare Krishna. We are shaped not just by our ideological faith but also by our functional faith. Nowadays, there is often a sharp divide between believers and non-believers. Theists, or those who believe in God, they often demonize atheists. Oh, these people are so terrible. How can they reject God? How can they be so ungrateful? They are so self-centered, they are so sinful. On the other hand, atheists demonize theists. They say, you people believe in religion, and what do religious people do? They blow up vehicles, they kill innocent people in the name of God, and they believe in such crazy superstitions, such a destructive ideologies. So both demonize each other. So now what is the reality? At one level, we can see that there are atheists who may also be pious, who may be charitable, whom pious in the sense not in worshipping God, but they may be living a relatively non-violent life, they may be charitable, they may be good people. And it can't be denied that many religious people act very badly. So we have to understand that we all are shaped not just by our ideological faith, but also by our functional faith. Ideological faith means what is our ideology, what we believe in. So, for example, we believe in God, that is one ideology. We don't believe in God, that's another ideology. But along with that, we are also shaped by our past nature, and based on our past in this life as well as in previous life, we have a particular nature, and that will shape our behavior, that will shape our conceptions, that will shape our faith also. So this we can call as our functional faith, and this is shaped by the modes that we are in. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna analyzes faith not in terms of ideology but in terms of functionality, in terms of psychology. So for example, he says in 17.2, Trividha bhavati shraddha dehinam sa swabhavaja satviki rajasi chaiva tamasi chetitam shrunu. He says Trividha bhavati shraddha, three kinds of faith. Dehinam sa swabhavaja. This is resulting from the swabhava, from the nature of the person. Satviki, Rajasi, Chaiva. Krishna talks about three modes: goodness, passion, and Tamasi, Chetitam, Shunu, and ignorance. So consider a person who is a believer, but that person is in the mode of ignorance. So maybe because of the past life's actions or this life's upbringing, that person is primarily situated in the mode of ignorance. So they may believe in God, but in ignorance one also believes in destruction. So they believe in destruction for God's sake. Now whether it is for the sake of God or whether it is just in the name of God for one's own sake, that is debatable. But so people who are in the mode of ignorance like to fight. They get a sense of power and achievement by destroying things. So even if their ideological faith is that they are believers, they will destroy things. On the other hand, people in the mode of goodness like discussion. They want to grow in their understanding, want to share their understanding with others. So those who say believe in God, or those who don't believe in God for that matter, somebody may be atheist, but by one's past life karma or this life's upbringing, that person may be relatively in the mode of goodness, and that person may be sober, mature, discuss things, use reasoning and come to some understanding. So therefore they may seem, the atheists may seem to be more well behaved than theists also. Why? Because their functional faith is in discussion, not in destruction. So in the mode of passion, one wants domination. I want to prove that I am right and everyone else has to bow down to me. And such people will not have discussion for the sake of understanding. They will have a discussion to prove other people wrong and to prove that they are right. And they may even resort to unethical means, even violent means sometimes, to fulfill their ends. So when we are practicing bhakti At that time, now we have accepted ideologically that Krishna is God. But that doesn't mean that we are necessarily better than everyone else who does not accept Krishna as God. Because ideologically we may be we may have the best understanding of life as is revealed in the Bhagavad Gita, but functionally we may still have the modes of passion and ignorance within us. So we need to, rather than becoming proud that we are devotees, we actually have to make our functional faith harmonious with our ideological faith. We need to become purified by the diligent practice of bhakti, and then conduct ourselves as devotees in a way that brings honor to Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.